Here we have a new replacement shaft for Steve Chase. It's for a GM truck. About all I know about it is that it's a half-ton truck, and it was said to be it used to be a truck that belonged to the police department, a police department. And it did have some unusual things on it. I would have said that this half-ton in that generation with the U-joints that it had in it had been aluminum once, but he knows that this was the one that was in the truck since it was new, so I can't argue with that. The old one got rusty, and it just ripped the yoke right off just because of the tubing got thin right next to the weld. So this is all new. It's 1330 at this end, and it's Mechanics 3R down at that end, and that's the reason why I would have suspected that it was aluminum to begin with at one point, because GM did that. The 1330 thing in a GM truck is pretty unusual. That's typically 1330 series is typically thought to be, it's not just a Ford joint, but you see it predominantly in Fords. Very, very seldom in GM. This is one of the very few times. And the pinion yoke on the rear end is Mechanics 3R. So what they did with the aluminum shafts was they put a swing joint in it, and that steel shaft had a swing joint in it. So when I built it, I eliminated the swing joint, which is an oddball anyway. I don't like swing joints unless there is no other option. And in this case, I put a regular N3R 28 427 weld yoke in there, so we could run a Mechanics 3R 795 snap tight spicer joint straight up with internal clips, so that it is correct in it. It's not one of the goofy swing joints. Not my favorites, but they get the job done on a Saturday afternoon. But I don't build drive shafts with them unless there's no other choice. So we're cranking this up. That's about 2,500 RPM right now. That's about 2,900 RPM. Zero at the transfer case. This is a four-wheel drive. And zero at the rear axle. So, did I mention the running length was 65 and a half? I don't know what I did, but that's what it is. So, we're going to get some paint on this and get it back to Steve.